and welcome to our MyMathLab course site for Math 142. I'm just going to give you a quick little tour of the site so you have an idea where things are and how to get started on your homework. To access a homework assignment, you could click on the links right here. These will always be here telling you what the most recent upcoming assignments are. Alternately, you could click the homework link and this will show you all homework assignments as well as the due date and the time that it's due, and you can access a homework assignment through these links as well. So either way will work, it'll take you to the same thing. So let's see, if I open up my section 2.1 homework, you can see that I've worked on a couple problems here, just sort of playing around with it. A green check mark means that the problem is correct, and a red X means that the problem is incorrect. So all the problems are listed here. Assignments will generally be between 15 and 20 questions, somewhere in that range. I try to make it so that each section should be maybe like a 30-45 minute homework assignment. Let's see, so let's take a look at a question. So I missed question number 4, so let's try question 4. So this will open in a pop-up window, so if you have pop-up blockers on, you might have to make an adjustment so that it doesn't get blocked. Let's see, the question is always given at the top of the box, so convert the angle in degrees to radians. We want to take 255 degrees and convert it to radians. Don't ignore the instructions here in the blue. It's telling you what type of answer the computer is expecting. So it is possible to convert this angle into radians and have a decimal answer, but the computer isn't going to accept that because it wants an answer that is in terms of pi. So that means that we would like to have some sort of multiple of pi. So for example, 30 degrees is 1/6 pi, or pi over 6 radians. So that's the type of answer that it's looking for. So we're going to need to have some multiple of pi. So that means pi should be in our answer. So this information here in the blue is telling you what types of responses the computer is going to accept for this particular problem. So you could have the right decimal number, but the computer won't accept it because it's not written in the way that it was asked to be written. So make sure that you read those little instructions there. So say I'm going to convert this angle, and I think the answer is pi over 5. So that would be a fraction. So this button right here has a fraction, and it even tells you if you hover over it what it's going to do. So this will create a fraction, and I can type in the light blue shaded areas. So if I think that the answer is pi divided by 5, I would click the pi button, and then I would divide by 5. And I think that my answer is pi over 5 radians. So if I think that's the answer, I can go ahead and check, and then MyMathLab tells me that this is incorrect, and it reminds me how to convert between radians and degrees. So then you can go ahead and be done with that. So then you can try the problem again. Now, for a problem like this, it gives you 2 attempts, and then it will change the numbers, but you can keep working on the problem. So every problem has unlimited attempts, but after maybe 2 or 3 attempts, depending on the problem, it's not really, the program is going to let you keep working on this exact same problem. It's going to change the numbers so that you're not just working with the same numbers every single time. So if I tried this again and I got it wrong, it would change the angle that I'm converting. So instead of being 255 degrees, it might be 215 degrees. But it's still the same type of problem, and it still counts for this homework problem. So if I'm stuck on a problem, there are lots of tools to help you solve it on the right-hand side. You can view an example, you can watch a video. Not every problem has a video, but a lot of them do. You can also view the corresponding area in the textbook. So with your MyMathLab access, you have a full copy of the digital edition of the textbook. So this opens up section 2.1, and then you can read through section 2.1 and find the appropriate page with the type of problem that you're working on. So you can go straight into the textbook from the problem. Additionally, you could send me an email, and this is what it would look like. You open up this little box. It would tell me which problem that you were working on, and it'll show me the exact problem that you're working on. And you could also type a note here as well, and explain, what you've tried, where you're getting stuck, and then you would go ahead and hit send. So those are options you have for assistance while you're within a problem. When you're done, you would want to hit save, and then go ahead from there and work on whatever else you need to work on. Okay, so Homework assignment, it will show you, all the problems at once and your progress through those problems. If you want to look at the textbook but you're not working on a homework assignment, you still have access to the full book. So that's under chapter contents. So let's look at chapter 2 because that's where we're starting, and we start in section 2.1. So there's a video presentation, the e-textbook, and there's also a study plan. To access the book, you would want to click Multimedia e-text, and this opens up section 2.1. And you can browse through the section by using these arrows at the front, or at the top. You can go forwards or backwards. And you're not limited just to section 2.1. It'll just start you in section 2.1 since that's the section that you selected. This is the same content that's in the hard copy of the book. It's just a digital copy. Alright, that is pretty much it. If you can't find anything on the website, let me know. If it's a little bit confusing the way it's organized, let me know and I can make adjustments as needed. But in general, the homework assignments that you need to worry about will show up right here, so they should be pretty easy to access. Alright, that's all for now. Until next time.